Good day to all of you students and welcome back to my channel Math Amaze. The series which we are doing right now, we all know is Geometry Made Easy, and currently we are dealing with chapter Pythagoras Theorem. Already you must have observed my 3 lectures. So today we are continuing with 4th lecture. Okay. So students, the sums which we will be doing today, please listen to the lecture carefully, understand the sums so that you'll be finding it very easy, right? Recently, the board has updated its syllabus, which all things would be there in the exam, which all things won't be there in the exam. It has been clearly mentioned. So right now, I am teaching only those sums which will be there for board exam 2021. The sums which won't come, I'll be recording it separately, only for your knowledge purpose. So in this lecture, I'll not be recording the lectures, or you must have not been able to see the lessons which are not there in our board syllabus, right? So students, let us start without wasting any time. As I've been telling you all to subscribe to my channel and please press the bell icon so that you get all my recent updates. Okay, and do not forget to share it and like it if the video is really awesome, or if you find like it's really beneficial to you. Right now we are dealing with problem set 2, sum number 13. In this sum, the perpendicular AD on base BC of triangle ABC. So let us have a triangle ABC. Then perpendicular AD on the base BC of triangle ABC intersects BC at D. That means we have to draw perpendicular AD. So let us draw perpendicular AD on side BC. What is the information given? Further information given is BD is 3 CD. BD is equal to 3 times CD. This is the given information and we'll be requiring it. So we will mark it as equation number 1. Right? What are we supposed to prove? Prove that 2 times AB square is equal to 2 times AC square plus BC square. So students, let us start with AB square first of all. Now to get AB square, we need to know AB belongs to which triangle. Now here you might be confused. AB belongs to 2 triangles. One is triangle ADB and AB also belongs to triangle ABC. But since we all know we are dealing with Pythagoras theorem, so definitely we are talking about a right angle triangle here. So tell me students, for AB, which triangle should we consider? Yes, let us consider triangle ADB. Now if you consider triangle ADB, in triangle ADB, angle D is 90 degree, we know. So this is the given information. So tell me students, if triangle is a right angle triangle, which theorem are we going to apply? Perfect. So let us apply Pythagoras theorem. So we know Pythagoras theorem is hypotenuse square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. Angle D is 90 degree, we all know. If angle D is 90 degree, opposite to angle D is hypotenuse. So AB becomes the hypotenuse. So AB square is equal to AD square plus BD square. Reason, Pythagoras theorem. We'll mark this as, or rather what can say, just write the reason, Pythagoras theorem. Now students, I want you to understand this equation properly. Let us see, AB square we need it is equal to AD square plus BD square. Now if you talk about BD, we know something about BD, yes or no? In equation 1, it's clearly seen that BD is 3 times CD. So we'll substitute the value of BD. So we can replace BD by 3 CD. So next step we can write, therefore AB square is equal to AD square plus, instead of BD we'll write 3 CD. So 3 CD the whole square. You have got this from equation 1. Now AB square remains as it is equal to AD square plus 9 CD square, because square of 3 is 9, so 9 CD square. We'll mark this as equation number 2. Okay. Now if you see AB square, we have got it. We have got some answer for AB square, that AB square is AD square plus 9CD square. Now let us think about, after finishing AB square, let us think about AC square. Now students, tell me, AC belongs to which right angle triangle? AC belongs to right angle triangle ADC. So let us consider triangle ADC. Now in triangle ADC, students, tell me which angle is 90 degree? Yes, angle D is 90 degree. So we'll write down that in triangle ADC, angle ADC is equal to 90 degree, that is given to us. Since it's a right angle triangle, let us apply Pythagoras theorem. So we all know what is Pythagoras theorem here. So if angle D is 90 degree, opposite side is hypotenuse. Okay? And these are the two remaining sides. So we can say AD square plus CD square is equal to AC square. Reason by Pythagoras theorem. Right? Now students, listen carefully. Here I want you to understand. We are thinking for replacement of AD, because if you see in the right hand side we don't need AD. AB square left hand side mein mil gaya hai, but we don't need AD, so we need some answer for AD. So if we shift this plus CD square on the other side, this plus CD square will become minus CD square. So we can say therefore AD square is equal to AC square minus CD square. Right? This is equation 3, we'll mark it. Now we have got the value for AD square. What is the value for AD square? AD square is AC square minus CD square. So if you have to write this equation 2 again, because equation 2 starts with AB square, so this is the important equation for us. So if we have to write this equation again, instead of AD square, we will write it as AC square minus CD square, because that is the value for AD square. So we will replace AD square by AC square minus CD square. So AB square is equal to, we are replacing AD square by AC square minus CD square plus 9 CD square. So I hope all of you have understood. This AB square is as it is AB square is equal to as is it AD square. Instead of AD square, we are writing it AC square minus CD square, because that is the value for AD square here. Okay. And plus 9 CD square as it is. So we have got this from equation 2 and equation 3. Now students, AB square as it is, AC square as it is, minus CD square plus 9 CD square. Minus CD square plus 9 CD square. Minus 1 plus 9. Minus 1, kuch nahi matlab 1. So minus 1 plus 9 is plus 8. So plus 8 CD square. Did you understand this? Clear? We'll mark this as equation number 4. So now we require this equation 4 in the next line. So please pay attention. AB square, if you compare with the question and equation 4, compare the equation 4 with the question. We required AB square in the left hand side. We have AB square in the left hand side. So that is perfect. Then we require AC square on the right hand side in the question. We have AC square on the right hand side in the equation 4. That is also perfect. But then in the question we require BC square. Did we get BC square? No, we have got CD square. So this is the problem. Did you understand it? In the question we require BC square, but in equation we have CD square. That means now it's very clear we have to get the relation between BC and CD. That means we have to find something about CD in terms of BC, so that we can replace CD with BC. Is this very clear to all of you? Fine. So let us proceed further. Now AB square as it is, we all know. AC square as it is. Now CD square ka replacement. Now students, if you look at CD, look in the figure. CD, can you see the highlighted part CD? Now we have to get the relation between CD and BC. So now look at BC in the figure. So if you look at BC and CD, we clearly understand CD is a part of BC. CD is a part of BC. So we can write an equation that BC is equal to BD plus CD. Reason would be B dash D dash C. Now BC will remain as it is. BD, students, we all know what can we say about BD. We know that BD is 3CD. So instead of BD, we'll write it as 3CD. So is equal to 3CD plus CD. So now we can say we have got this from equation 1. So BC is equal to 4CD. 3CD plus CD is 4CD. So students, remember, we want the value of CD in terms of BC. हमें किसका वैल्यू चाहिए? CD का वैल्यू चाहिए in terms of BC, ताकि CD को रिप्लेस करे in terms of BC. तो CD का वैल्यू चाहिए, मतलब CD को अकेला रखना पड़ेगा. So let us shift this 4 on the other side. 4 is multiplied with CD. If we shift 4 on the other side, we can say therefore BC upon 4 is equal to CD. This is equation number 5. We have got the value for CD. अब CD का जो भी वैल्यू मिला है BC upon 4, that value we will substitute in equation 4. Equation 4 में CD स्क्वायर की जगह पर उसका वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे. यहाँ पर CD का वैल्यू BC upon 4 सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे. Okay? So now we can write equation 4 again. AB square is equal to AC square plus 8. ये सेम है, कुछ चेंज नहीं इक्वेशन 4 का. But instead of CD square, we know the value of CD as BC upon 4. So CD के जगह पर BC upon 4 लिखेंगे and whole square. So BC upon 4 the whole square from 4 and 5. Got it? So now AB square as it is, AC square as it is, plus 8 as it is. Now if you open up the bracket, BC square upon 16, right? 4 का square is 16. So now 8 1s are 8 2s are 16. Cancellation कर सकते हैं. So now we say therefore AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square upon 2. Now if you see, we got AB square, we got AC square, and now we have got BC square also. But we don't want this 2 in the denominator. So denominator का number अगर निकालना हो तो उसी number से सबको multiply करो. Denominator का 2 निकालना है तो सबको 2 से multiply करो. So therefore 2AB square is equal to 2AC square plus, अगर 2 से multiply करेंगे तो 2 और 2 cancel हो जाएगा. So plus BC square. Reason would be multiplying throughout by 2. Did you understand? So this is what we have proved, and this is what we wanted it. Is it very clear to all of you? So students, the sum was very easy. Just we need to understand that we have to use Pythagoras theorem in both the triangles, and then the concept of betweenness. That's it. I hope all of you have understood this sum. Okay. Let us start with the next sum. Problem set 2, sum number 11. Again, this is a 4-mark question. Very simple, very important. Okay. In triangle ABC, angle BAC is 90 degrees. So angle A is 90. That means it's a right angle triangle. So we'll be using Pythagoras theorem. Segment BL and segment CM are medians of triangle ABC. Now students, meaning of median is very clear. You should know the meaning of median. Now, if you don't know the meaning, I'll explain it. Listen carefully and make a note of it, and do not forget. Median is a segment drawn from a vertex of a triangle. I repeat, median is a segment drawn from a vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of the opposite side. A segment drawn from the vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of the opposite side. So B is a vertex of a triangle. So from the vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of the opposite side, matlab L becomes the midpoint of AC. CM is also median. Now CM is a median, matlab C vertex hai, so M is the midpoint of side AB. This is the information you should know. Median means there is a midpoint given in the sum. Prove that 4 times BL square plus CM square is equal to 5 times BC square. Right? So now students, it's very simple. If you look at BL, in the figure. Look at BL in the figure. BL belongs to right angle triangle BAL. BL is the hypotenuse, right? Now look at CM in the figure. Look at CM in the figure. CM belongs to right angle triangle CAM, and CM is the hypotenuse. Now look at BC. BL is the hypotenuse, CM is the hypotenuse. Now look at BC. BC belongs to right angle triangle BAC, and BC is also the hypotenuse. So it's very clear that we'll be using Pythagoras theorem 3 times in this sum. Okay, so let us start with BC square first, and it's a big triangle. So in triangle BAC, because BC belongs to triangle BAC, angle A is 90 degree, we all know. So in triangle BAC, angle BAC is 90 degree given to us. Therefore, BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. Reason all of you know, Pythagoras theorem. We'll mark this as equation number 1. Right? Now, let us start with BL. BL belongs to right angle triangle BAL. So in triangle ABL, BL, whatever we can say, angle BAL is 90 degree given to us. So we can use Pythagoras theorem. So BL square is equal to AB square plus AL square. Equation number 2, reason Pythagoras theorem. Now we have to think about CM. CM belongs to right angle triangle CAM. So in triangle CAM, angle CAM is equal to 90 degree, reason given. Therefore, CM square is equal to AC square plus AM square. Equation number 3, reason Pythagoras theorem. As I told it to you all, we'll be using Pythagoras theorem 3 times. We have used Pythagoras theorem 3 times. Understood this? Now, if you look here, students, BL square and CM square should be added. Between BL square and CM square, there is plus. So it's a clear-cut indication that BL square belongs to equation 2 and CM square belongs to equation 3. If you have to add BL square and CM square, that means we have to add equation 2 and add equation 3. So we are adding equation 2 and 3. Now, whenever we add the equations, we add a left-hand side plus left-hand side is equal to right-hand side plus right-hand side. That means left-hand sides are added separately, right-hand sides are added separately. So left-hand side is BL square and CM square, so we'll add them. So BL square plus CM square is equal to, now let us add right-hand side, AB square plus AL square plus, we'll add this right-hand side also. So plus AC square plus AM square. Reason already we have mentioned, adding equation 2 and 3, right? So now if you see the left hand side, BL square plus CM square, वो तो question में चाहिए था, वो वैसे मिल गया, सिर्फ 4 का कमी है. Numbers will be taken care of, don't worry at all. Is equal to, now AB square plus, what will we do is we'll shift this AC square on the second position. AB square और AC square को साथ में लिखेंगे. क्यों लिखेंगे आपको समझेगा. Plus AL square plus AM square, right? So BL square plus CM square as it is equal to, now if you see AB square plus AC square, ये साथ में क्यों लिखा? Now look at equation 1. Equation 1 को ध्यान से देखना. AB square plus AC square का value is BC square. We know that AB square plus AC square is BC square plus AL square plus AM square. तो ये BC square कहाँ से मिला? From equation 1. So reason would be from 1. Done? So now, let's see further what can we do. तो BL square चाहिए था, मिला है. CM square चाहिए था, मिला है. BC square चाहिए था, वो भी मिला है. अब ये AL और AM के बारे में सोचना है. So BL square plus CM square as it is equal to BC square as it is. ये सब चाहिए. Now let us think about AL students. AL. Now AL हमें नहीं चाहिए. So अगर AL नहीं चाहिए तो सोचो AL को निकालना है तो we know one very important which I have already mentioned, that L is the midpoint of AC. तो हमें AL नहीं चाहिए। तो स्टूडेंट्स टेल मी व्हाट कैन यू से अबाउट AL एंड AC? व्हाट इज द रिलेशन बिटवीन AL एंड AC? बिकॉज AL को निकलना है, तो AL का रिलेशन AC के साथ क्या है? बिकॉज L मिड पॉइंट बोला है हमने, सो वी नो दैट AL इज हाफ ऑफ AC, बराबर है। सो लेट अस सब्स्टिट्यूट दिस वैल्यू ऑफ AL। AL के जगह पर हाफ AC लिख सकते हैं। सो AL स्क्वायर मतलब हाफ AC द होल स्क्वायर प्लस AM। नाउ AM भी नहीं चाहिए हमको क्वेश्चन में, सो स्टूडेंट्स थिंक M is the midpoint of side AB. So what is the relation between AM जो नहीं चाहिए? What is the relation of AM and AB? Yes, come on, tell me. AM और AB का क्या relation है? M midpoint है. So what is the relation between AM and AB? Very good. AM is half of AB. So AM के जगह पर half AB the whole square. Because AM square है तो whole square. ये ऐसा क्यों लिखा? AL के जगह पर हाफ AC लिखा, AM के जगह पर हाफ AB लिखा, because we know that L is the midpoint of AC and M is the midpoint of AB. So L and M are the midpoints of AC and AB respectively. This is the reason. Did you understand this? Sure. Now BL square as it is, CM square as it is, BC square as it is, plus. Now if you take the squares, bracket निकालेंगे, तो AC square upon 2 का स्क्वायर इज 4, सो AC स्क्वायर अपॉन 4 प्लस AB स्क्वायर अपॉन 4, राइट? स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट ओपन किया। नाउ स्टूडेंट्स इफ यू सी द क्वेश्चन में डिनोमिनेटर में कुछ भी नहीं है, दैट मींस वी हैव टू गेट द रीड ऑफ 4 हियर। ये जो डिनोमिनेटर में 4 है ये हमें नहीं चाहिए, तो इफ यू हैव टू गेट रीड ऑफ 4, मैंने बताया था आपको डिनोमिनेटर के नंबर को निकालने के लिए पूरे इक्वेशन को उसी नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करो, तो सब हर एक टर्म को 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करो। बट इफ यू सी यहाँ पर 4 कॉमन है, मतलब दोनों में 4 कॉमन लिया है, तो मल्टीप्लाइंग द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड बाय 4, सो 4 BL स्क्वायर प्लस CM स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 4 BC स्क्वायर। सबको 4 से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पर 4 कॉमनली मल्टीप्लाई किया बिकॉज क्वेश्चन में वैसा चाहिए। सो 4 BL स्क्वायर प्लस CM स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 4 BC स्क्वायर। अगर यहां पर 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो 4 और 4 कैंसिल हो जाएगा, तो प्लस AC स्क्वायर, प्लस यहां पर भी 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो 4 और 4 कैंसिल हो जाएगा, AB स्क्वायर। डन। सो नाउ लेफ्ट हैंड साइड एकदम परफेक्ट हो गया जो क्वेश्चन में चाहिए। 4 रीजन मल्टीप्लाइंग थ्रू आउट बाय 4। लेफ्ट हैंड साइड देखो, 4 ब्रैकेट BL स्क्वायर प्लस CM स्क्वायर एकदम परफेक्ट है जो क्वेश्चन में चाहिए। 4 BC स्क्वायर एज इट इज। Now if you see AC square plus AB square, we all know AC square plus AB square equation 1 में देखो इधर AC square plus AB square का वैल्यू इज BC square। ये कहां से मिला? फ्रॉम इक्वेशन 1। Now 4 times BL square plus CM square is equal to 4 BC square plus BC square। 4 BC square plus BC square is 5 BC square। Perfect। And look what we wanted in the question। तो क्वेश्चन में जो चाहिए था वो हमें मिल गया है। Have you understood this? So this sum will come for 4 marks। So बताओ इस सम में कितना इजीली हमने सॉल्व किया है, बिकॉज इसमें कुछ है ही नहीं। We know that तीनों सेगमेंट्स जो क्वेश्चन में है वो हाइपोटेन्यूसिस है, मतलब 3 बार पाइथागोरस थ्योरम यूज किया। एंड BL एंड CM मीडियन बोला है, मतलब L is the midpoint of AC, M is the midpoint of AB। तो वो एक कंसेप्ट है कि AL is half of AC and AM is half of AB, और वो वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट किया। दैट्स इट। इसके अलावा और कुछ भी नहीं किया है। इज इट क्लियर? सो स्टूडेंट्स make sure that this sum you practice it by writing, because it will come for 4 marks। A very simple sum। Done? Now since we have understood Pythagoras theorem very well, now we'll consider its converse of theorem of Pythagoras। Now students, we all know very well we use Pythagoras theorem only when there is a right angle triangle। मतलब अगर राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल होगा तो पाइथागोरस थ्योरम यूज होता है। तो कॉन्वर्स में क्या होगा? कॉन्वर्स में हम राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल प्रूव करेंगे। पाइथागोरस थ्योरम में राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल गिवन होता है, तो कॉन्वर्स में क्या होगा? राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल को प्रूव करना होगा। तो लेट अस सी द स्टेटमेंट, ताकि समझे कि गिवन क्या होगा। इन अ ट्राइंगल, बट ऑफ कोर्स पाइथागोरस थ्योरम का कॉन्वर्स है, मतलब राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल जैसा फिगर ड्रॉ करना। आई रिपीट, राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल जैसा फिगर, मतलब राइट एंगल का साइन नहीं होना चाहिए, बिकॉज अगर राइट एंगल का सिंबल यहां पर दिखा दिया तो वो ऑलरेडी 90 डिग्री है, हमें कुछ प्रूव करने का जरूरत नहीं है। इसलिए डोंट मेक अ मिस्टेक ऑफ शोइंग 90 डिग्री सिंबल देयर, गॉट इट? सो दिस इज जस्ट अ ट्राइंगल। अब इस ट्राइंगल में हमें क्या पता है? हमें पता है स्क्वायर ऑफ वन साइड। नाउ हियर स्टूडेंट्स रिमेंबर, वन साइड जब बात करते हैं, वन साइड हियर रिफर्स टू लार्जेस्ट साइड ऑफ अ ट्राइंगल। लार्जेस्ट साइड, वन साइड मतलब लार्जेस्ट और लॉन्गेस्ट साइड वी कैन से। So let us consider AC as the largest side. Okay. So square of one side, square मतलब AC का square is equal to sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. sum मतलब प्लस, squares मतलब जो भी साइड्स लिखेंगे उनका स्क्वायर लेने वाले हैं। तो यहां पर जो भी साइड हो, कौन से साइड होंगे? रिमेनिंग साइड्स। So tell me students, which are the remaining sides? AC तो हो गया, तो which are the remaining sides? Perfect, AB and BC. So AB square plus BC square, ये दिया होगा, मतलब हमें पता होगा कि square of one side is equal to sum of the squares of the remaining two sides, ये पता होगा। या हम ढूंढ के पता लगाएंगे कि square of one side is equal to sum of the squares of the remaining two sides। अगर ऐसा इक्वेशन हमें मिलता हो, then what we can say, then the angle opposite to the first side मतलब AC, तो AC के सामने वाला एंगल, एंगल ऑपोजिट टू फर्स्ट साइड, तो AC के सामने वाला एंगल मतलब एंगल B, तो एंगल ऑपोजिट टू द फर्स्ट साइड इज अ राइट एंगल एंड द ट्राइंगल इज अ राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल। सो जो एक साइड है अकेला, फर्स्ट साइड मतलब अकेला साइड, लार्जेस्ट साइड, तो ये लार्जेस्ट साइड के सामने वाला जो एंगल है वही 90 डिग्री होगा, कोई भी दूसरा एंगल 90 डिग्री नहीं होगा। सो वी कैन से ट्राइंगल ABC इज राइट एंगल्ड एट B. So triangle is a right angle triangle and it is right angled at B. Did you understand it? So ये हम बोल सकते हैं by converse of Pythagoras theorem. Did you understand this? So let us start with practice set 2.1, sum number 1. Sub question 1. Which of the following are Pythagorean triplets? Justify. Now students, what do you mean by Pythagorean triplet? Pythagorean triplet means three numbers which satisfy the condition of which we have discussed just now. What is that condition? Square of the largest side should be equal to sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. मतलब बड़े नंबर का स्क्वायर बाकी दो छोटे नंबर के स्क्वायर के सम इतना हो। बड़े नंबर का स्क्वायर बाकी दो छोटे नंबर के स्क्वायर का total itna ho, then we say the triangle is a right angle triangle. Okay, or the three numbers are Pythagorean triplets. So let us check with the first number, that is 3, 5 and 4. First question, 3, 5 and 4, ये तीन नंबर दिए हैं। So tell me students, which is the largest number here? 5. So let us find the square of the longest side. 5 square is equal to 5 square कितना होता है? 25. इक्वेशन नंबर 1, लार्जेस्ट नंबर का स्क्वायर इज 25, इक्वेशन 1। अब दो छोटे नंबर जो है ना 3 and 4, उनके स्क्वायर का सम करना है। ओके, सम ऑफ द स्क्वायर्स ऑफ द रिमेनिंग टू साइड्स, मतलब 3 स्क्वायर प्लस 4 स्क्वायर। 3 स्क्वायर का वैल्यू इज 9, 4 स्क्वायर का वैल्यू इज 16, सो 9 plus 16। So बताओ 9 plus 16 कितना होता है? 9 plus 16 होता है 25. So we can say 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 25. Equation number 2. Now students, look at equation 1 and look at equation 2. Right hand sides are same, 25, 25. If the right hand sides are same, can we say the left hand sides are equal? मतलब we can say therefore 5 square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square. और ये कहां से मिला? फ्रॉम 1 and 2. Did you understand it? So now we have got square of the longest side is equal to sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. So we can say therefore 3, 5, 4 are Pythagorean triplet. Is it clear to all of you? These numbers, मतलब ये 3, 5, 4 is satisfying a Pythagorean triplet. बराबर है? ये क्यों satisfy कर रहा है? Because ये satisfy कर रहा है ये equation. 3 square plus 4 square का जो भी आंसर आ रहा है वो 5 square के बराबर है. Therefore 3, 5, 4 is a Pythagorean triplet, and reason would be by converse of Pythagoras theorem. Understood this? Students, this sum will come for 2 marks. A very simple sum. Just identify करना है Pythagorean triplet है या नहीं है. Well, let's see the next sum. 10, 24 and 27. These are the 3 numbers. So which is the largest number or which is the longest side here? 27. So let us take the square of the longest side. 27 का square. If you multiply 27, 27 into 27, come on multiply करो. 729 is the answer. This is equation number 1. बराबर? अब क्या करना है? Let us find sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. So remaining are 10 and 24. So 24 square plus 10 square. So 10 square is 100 and 24 square is 576. So plus 576. So if you add 100 plus 576, so 10 square plus 24 square का आंसर कितना हुआ? 100 plus 576 मतलब 676. Equation number 2. Now students, look at equation 1. Look at equation 2. Are the right hand sides same? No, the right hand sides are not same. If the right hand sides are not same, the left hand sides won't be equal. Left hand sides equal नहीं होंगे. तो वो लिखना होगा कि 27 square, from 1 and 2 we have understood that 27 square is not equal to 10 square plus 24 square. देखो not equal कैसे लिखा है? Equal का साइन इसको काटो, तो not equal to 10 square plus 24 square. So अगर 27 का square 10 square plus 24 square को equal नहीं होगा, तो tell me, are 10, 24 and 27 a Pythagorean triplet? No, they are not a Pythagorean triplet. Is it clear to all of you? So we'll say therefore 10, 24, 27 is not a Pythagorean triplet. Understood? So Pythagorean triplet नहीं है, मतलब converse of Pythagoras theorem use नहीं किया है. Understood this? Let us see this question. Sub question 6, 11, 60, 61. Let us find the square of the longest side. 61 का square. 61 का square. 61 into 61 multiply करो तो answer is 3721. Equation number 1. Now let us find the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. Remaining are 11 and 60. So 60 square plus 11 square. 60 square is 3600 plus 11 square is 121. So we can say therefore 60 square plus 11 square. चलो add करो. 3600 plus 121 add करो तो what is the answer? Answer is 3721. Equation number 2. Look at equation 1. Look at equation 2. Are the right hand sides same? Yes, right hand sides are same. 3721. If the right hand sides are same, students, can we say left hand sides are equal? So from 1 and 2, we can say that 61 square is equal to 60 square plus 11 square. ये कहाँ से पता चला? From 1 and 2. Right hand side same है तो left hand side equal मिला. If square of largest side is equal to sum of the squares of the remaining two sides, then definitely 11, 60 and 61. ये भी तीनों number 11, 60, 61 is a Pythagorean triplet. Understood? And the reason would be converse of Pythagoras theorem. Understood this? Easy. बहुत सिंपल है. 3 नंबर में से लार्जेस्ट का स्क्वायर अलग से लेना और बाकी 2 छोटे नंबर के स्क्वायर का टोटल करके देखना. तो इक्वेशन 1 और 2 का राइट हैंड साइड अगर इक्वल मिला तो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इक्वल है. अगर इक्वेशन 1 and 2 का राइट हैंड साइड इक्वल नहीं मिला तो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इक्वल नहीं. It's that simple. Okay. Let us see the next sum. Problem set 2, sum number 2, sub question 6. In triangle PQR, let us have a triangle for our reference. अब राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल है या नहीं है चेक करने को बोला है, तो फिगर में एक ट्रायंगल ड्रॉ करेंगे जो राइट एंगल जैसा दिखता हो, राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल नहीं, राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल जैसा दिखता हो। सो 90 डिग्री का सिंबल नहीं दिया, दिखाओ। ओके, सो इन ट्रायंगल PQR, PQ is √8, QR is √5 and PR is √3. So it's very clear √8 is the largest side, तो इसको हाइपोटेनस मतलब PQ को हाइपोटेनस करके कंसिडर करेंगे। आई एम सो सॉरी, आई मेड अ मिस्टेक इन से हाइपोटेनस नहीं बोल सकते बिकॉज 90 डिग्री है नहीं। ओके, सो लार्जेस्ट साइड यहां पर कंसिडर करेंगे। इज इट क्लियर? सो R यहां पर कंसिडर किया, देखो। ओके, ये PQ, राइट? सो ये √8, √5, √3 किधर भी कर सकते हो, इधर √5, इधर √3, इधर √3, इधर √5 या इधर √5, इधर √3, कुछ भी कंसिडर कर सकते हो। ओके, now let us see largest side, we know it's PQ, so let us take PQ square, ये चेक करना है। PQ square is equal to √8 square. now √8 का स्क्वायर मतलब 8, equation number 1. let us find sum of the squares of the remaining two sides now, मतलब PR square plus QR square, PR square is √3 square plus QR square मतलब √5 square. So PR square plus QR square is equal to √3 का square is 3 plus √5 का square is 5, and 3 plus 5 is how much? 8. So PR square plus QR square is equal to 8, equation number 2. Now look at equation 1, look at equation 2. Are the right hand sides same? Yes, 8, 8. If the right hand sides are same, can we say left hand sides are equal? So from 1 and 2, we can say that PQ square is equal to PR square plus QR square. ये कहाँ से पता चला? From 1 and 2. If square of largest side is equal to sum of squares of remaining two sides, then definitely this triangle is a right angle triangle. बराबर है? So triangle PQR is a right angle triangle, we can say, by converse of Pythagoras theorem, right? If yes, which angle is of 90 degree? Students, आपको मैंने बताया था converse of Pythagoras theorem समझते वक्त, जो largest side होता है ना, अकेला जो side होता है largest, उसके सामने वाला angle, तो ये largest side है, तो इसके सामने वाला एंगल मतलब एंगल R, so angle R will be 90 degree. Is it clear to all of you? I hope all of you have understood this. समझा क्यों R 90 डिग्री है? Because angle R largest side के सामने वाला एंगल है. This sum will come for 2 marks. It's a very simple sum again. Now problem set 2, sum number 1, sub question 3. Out of the dates given below, which date constitutes a Pythagorean triplet? Okay, अब यहाँ पर हमें सारे नंबर्स दिए हैं, हमें चेक करना है कि कौन सा नंबर पाइथागोरियन ट्रिपलेट है. So let us see option A. Okay, largest side is 17, 15 एक नंबर है, 8 एक दूसरा नंबर है, 17 तीसरा, तो लार्जेस्ट 17 है, तो 17 का स्क्वायर, 17 का स्क्वायर इज 289, इक्वेशन नंबर 1. देन 15 एंड 8 इन दोनों नंबर का स्क्वायर का एडिशन करना है. सो 15 स्क्वायर प्लस 8 स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 15 का स्क्वायर इज 225 प्लस 8 का स्क्वायर इज 64. If you add 225 plus 64, we can say 15 square plus 8 square is 289. Equation number 2. Look at equation 1. Look at equation 2. Right hand side is same at 289, 289. If the right hand sides are same, can we say left hand sides are equal? So therefore, 17 square is equal to 15 square plus 8 square. और ये कहाँ से मिला है? From equation 1 and 2. Now students, square of largest side is equal to sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. So can we say they are satisfying Pythagorean triplet? They मतलब कौन? 15, 8 and 17 are satisfying Pythagorean triplet. Yes or no? Therefore 15/08/17 is a Pythagorean triplet. Now यहाँ पर कुछ बच्चों का डाउट होता है, सर अगर ए पाइथागोरियन ट्रिपलेट नहीं है, बी पाइथागोरियन नहीं है, सी नहीं है और डी नहीं है, तो हमें क्या सबका ढूंढते बैठना है क्या? तो स्टूडेंट्स देयर इज अ टेक्निक विच यू शुड रिमेंबर, आप ओरली चेक करना है। ओरली देखो, ओरली कैसे चेक करते हैं, ये एक नंबर 16 है और ये एक नंबर 16 है, लार्जेस्ट साइड एक ही होना चाहिए, तो ऑप्शन बी तो स्ट्रेट अवे रूल आउट हुआ, बराबर है। अब यहां पर 3 का स्क्वायर कितना 9, 5 का स्क्वायर कितना 25, 25 और 9 ऐड करेंगे तो 17 के स्क्वायर इतना नहीं होता है, तो ये भी निकल गया। ऑप्शन डी 4 का स्क्वायर 16, 9 का स्क्वायर 81, 81 प्लस 16 225 नहीं होता है 15 के स्क्वायर इतना, तो ये भी निकल गया। सो ये है और इसको सॉल्व किया है। आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस। थोड़ा ओरली चेक करना है, ओके। सो इसलिए मैंने आपको बताया भी था स्टार्टिंग में कि 20 तक आपको सारे नंबर के स्क्वायर्स मिनिमम 20 तक तो पता होने चाहिए। 17 का स्क्वायर कितना, 16 का कितना, 14 का कितना, 9 का कितना, 10 का कितना, 12 का कितना, तो 20 नंबर तक स्क्वायर्स पता होना चाहिए, ओके। वन मोर सम, ऑफ कोर्स डू नॉट फॉरगेट राइट द रीजन बाय कन्वर्स ऑफ पाइथागोरस थ्योरम, ये पाइथागोरियन ट्रिपलेट उस पर ही बेस्ड है, ओके। सो नाउ ऑप्शन ए इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन। If A, B, C are sides of triangle and A square plus B square is C square, name the type of triangle. Now students, here it's the given information that A square plus B square is equal to C square. That means it's very clear that square of one side, C अकेला है, मतलब square of one side is equal to sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. Then definitely they are satisfying Pythagorean triplet, बराबर है कि नहीं? So we know that this is the given information. Square of longest side is equal to sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. ये पता चलता है। ये अकेला साइड है, यहाँ पर बीच में प्लस है और ये दोनों का स्क्वायर का एडिशन है, तो sum of the squares of the remaining two side is equal to square of longest side. So here we say the triangle is a right angle triangle, बराबर है, because ये Pythagorean triplet फॉर्म हो रहा है, तो Pythagorean triplet Pythagoras theorem, Pythagoras theorem कभी हो सकता है if it's a right angle triangle, बराबर। So given triangle is a right angle triangle by converse of Pythagoras theorem. So which is the correct option, students? So correct option is option C. Did you understand it? Okay. So students, we have completed lecture number 4. So just make sure you will find it out. There are certain sums, very easy sums, we are not doing it. They are practice sums for you all. But almost all the sums of the chapter which are guided by the board exams and news as per the new syllabus, all those sums we are doing it in this series. Is it clear? So thank you students, thank you for listening patiently to my lecture, and definitely it would be helpful to you all for your exams as well, okay. Please do mention in the comment box if you have any query or anything which you need to know further, so that I can help you out. Bye-bye students, God bless, take care, and do share the video so that maximum students get the benefit, okay. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel. My channel's name is Math Amaze. Bye students, take care, good day.